How is everybody doing? Nomad here. In today's video, we're going to go over the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone. This is a new portal that came to the game Season 1 where you need to use the sigils or the Elder sigils to activate them. This is going to be a quick video, quick guide. I'm going to get straight to the point so you guys can get right out there with all this knowledge and take on these zones. If you're into all things MWZ, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's cover the basics first off. I know this may seem super obvious to you guys. The perks you really want to focus on are Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Juggernaut, as well as Quick Revive. Deadshot Daiquiri can help you with crit damage as well, but do not worry about Tombstone. Tombstone does not work in the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone. It will disappear if you die. All the other perks are optional as well. You can get them, but they are not necessary. Now, when it comes to these zones, I do recommend at a minimum going with 2 people in a squad. You can go upwards to 6, but keep in mind, zones, just like any boss in the game, they will scale to the number of players in your squad. It's totally doable solo or with a 2-man. 2 to 3 is preferred. 4 you can get away with, but keep in mind it does scale. The zone will scale. The enemies that spawn, the amount of HVTs, how hard the contracts are, they will scale on the size of your party. Now, as you guys would have guessed, I do recommend going in with pack 3 weapons. It will not be doable unless you're pack 3. Now, when it comes to its rarity, you can get away with blue as your rarity. I do recommend epic or legendary, but blue will suffice. I've done it with green rarity and it did work, but at a minimum, try to get blue. Now, here is the biggest tip that I want to give you guys overall for the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone. It is similar to Tier 3 where you're going to have to be running around. I will say the zone and the environment is a little bit tighter. There's a lot of elevation change, but there's a lot going on in tighter zones within this new map. I do recommend having one person in your squad focusing on taking out the group of zombies. If you haven't already, I have a video that goes over the best weapon for crowd control. Go check it out. This is a gun I normally run in my squad while the other members of my squad run their standard weapons, ARs, light machine guns, whatever it may be. I focus on taking out the zombies while all the other people focus on the HVTs, because during these contracts and during your time in the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone, there are going to be a ton of HVTs around. Like, I mean a ton. There's going to be mega bombs, there's going to be disciples, there's going to be manglers and mimics. Sometimes all of them at once and multiple ones at a time. So focus on that. Have a couple people in your squad focusing HVTs and have one person specifically focusing hordes of zombies. That is the biggest thing, because the congestion of zombies in this zone is insane. It's super fun. It makes it high octane. Next off, let's talk about things that you should bring in. This is probably by far the most important thing you guys want to keep in mind. Each member of your squad should have 2 to 3 self-revives. I also recommend bringing in a couple juggernauts. Sentry turrets will not really help you out. Juggernauts are fantastic. You're going to want to use them during the escort mission, because the 3 contracts that are in the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone, the Outlast contract, the Aether Extractor, and the escort mission. The escort mission being by far the hardest one, but keep in mind, each contract you complete, you have a chance to get a schematic, so you do not need to finish all 3 contracts, and it is a guaranteed schematic each contract, guaranteed. Now, you may get a duplicate, but it is guaranteed that you will get a schematic. So if you can't pass the escort mission, you can jump back in, do all the other ones just to get the schematics, to get all 3. So you're going to go in with self-revives, you're going to go in with juggernauts, as well as you're going to want to bring in healing aura. Healing aura is fantastic when you're in a squad. You guys should communicate and alter using them when people go down. It's super fantastic for easy revives of members of your squad when they go down, because you're going to be focusing on a lot of zombies during this time. I do also recommend bringing in a couple turret mods, 2 to 3 if you can. Spread them out between your team. The thing about this is it's going to be purely RNG. The turrets don't always spawn in the same locations. Heck, they might not even spawn at all, but they will help you a lot, especially on the Outlast contract. There is an area where a guaranteed mega bomb, 1 to 2 mega bombs will spawn towards the end of the contract, and sometimes there's a turret there to help you get rid of these HVTs, these mega bombs, extremely fast, as well as giving you the ability to protect the vehicle a lot easier. Now, really quickly, how do you do these zones? For some of you guys who haven't done the zone, the contracts are not on the map. They're going to be in 3 specific areas on the map. I do have a video showing you all locations. They do not change. They're always there. They're indicated by a teddy bear. You'll find them, you'll pick it up, and that is how you start your contract. Also, keep in mind, whoever picks up the contract is going to have this light, this orb of light spawn on top of their weapon for the duration of the contract. This is another mechanic that the Tier 4, Tier 5 zone has in it to make it a lot difficult for you. Lastly, I do recommend somebody in your squad coming in with a Tier 3 dog. Super great during the early stages of the zone to help revive squad members, as well as just prevent zombies from getting too close and personal with you. It'll help push them back a little bit. The dog will eventually die, but it is beneficial in the early stages. There's also rifts located in many different locations around this zone for you to take to get to contracts faster, to get to elevations faster, whatever it may be. The exfil is located on the top of the castle on one of the towers. This exfil is there at the beginning and it will stay there for the remainder of the match. Just so you know, once you're done, that is where it's located. Again, nothing shows on your map, so you will not be able to find the contracts, the exfil, whatever it may be. You have to search for it. I hope this video and this guide gave you some tips and tricks to help you feel confident and help you along the way in the tier 4, tier 5 zone. Let me know if you guys have done this zone. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any more questions, let me know down in the comments below. I will help you guys out more. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video as it helps me and the channel grow. It also helps this video go out to more people, and honestly, it helps the algorithm. And as always, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.